Hello, everybody. This is your host here, Desiree. I am the founder of Small and Anointed, which is a nonprofit here located in Omaha, Nebraska. And what we do, we encourage the Christian entrepreneurs. We connect them by connecting them, with business experts. And also our main goal is to give them a voice in the community. So tonight I have a very special guest. She is a fellow entrepreneur. She is very well known in our community. So she's originally from Togo. She was nominated the best startup entrepreneur within the African diaspora. So her name is Deborah Dogba. So I am going to bring her here in a minute so that she can introduce herself. Hi, Deborah. How are you?
Hello, Desiree. I'm good.
Great. So, who is Deborah Dogba?
I call myself an entrepreneur.
Mm-hmm,
Like you said in your introduction, I'm from Togo.
mm-hmm,
So, my dad is from Togo and my mom is from Ghana. So, um, that's where I'm from. I am a business consultant. I
mm-hmm.
help small and medium businesses. I help entrepreneurs. I call myself the driving force that your business need to be competitive
Mm,
in a
I like
nutshell.
that. I like that. So you have many, many, many businesses. You are a complete entrepreneur. So tonight, give us, she is also, guys, she is actually the CEO and the founder of Afro Swag magazine. And also, she has a business consulting firm. So, Deborah, tell us a little bit about those two for a start.
So business sales consulting firm, just like the name says, I am the seal of all businesses. What
Mm-hmm,
I mean by that is whatever your problem is, if
mm-hmm,
you're an aspiring entrepreneur, you want to start your business, come talk to me. I'll
mm-hmm,
help you. I'll be there with you. I'll walk the walk with you,
mm-hmm,
and I'll point you towards the right path. I'll send you to people that know what they're doing. I'll help
mm-hmm,
you as much as I can to help you start strong and have the fundamentals to
mm-hmm,
remain in business. So that's what business sales consulting firm does. It was founded in 2018 out
amen.
of a passion to help women, to help entrepreneurs, to help the African diaspora here in the US. And then you mentioned Afro Swag Media Magazine. So everything is connected. When I
Mm-hmm,
started working with entrepreneurs, and because of my background, because of my diverse background, I would say a lot of people from the diaspora came to me for help. And
mm-hmm,
then I started noticing that the African diaspora, the people in business, they don't have that exposure. They
mm-hmm,
don't have that exposure. They don't have the visibility. They need to market the product. They need to sell their product. So
mm-hmm.
I started Afro Swag Media and Magazine so I can give them that visibility to know everybody know, hey, we are here. We are from Africa. We now live in the US, and this is what we are doing. These
Mm-hmm.
are the different things that we have to offer. Come
Mm-hmm.
to us and you get to know us, and we'll engage with the community. We'll get to narrate our own story, and we get to empower one another. So, in a nutshell, that business sales and that's Afro Swag Media and Magazine.
Very interesting. I wanted to show exactly what is Afro Swag is all about. So I have a very nice flyer that I think you also make some flyers, right, Deborah? You are really
Yes.
into marketing, you know. So you're really into those marketing, giving the chance to your customers to really market themselves, So I know you do create wonderful flyers. So I would like to start and show let me share my screen here and see if we are able to. Let me see. I had a wonderful flyer that you made. So maybe you can tell us, are you able to see it? Sorry. Hmm. Let's see. It will not. Okay, we're gonna try one more time
Okay.
because it talks about your vision and your mission and who you are targeting. So I really want the viewers to see what Afro Swag magazine, because I was featured in your magazine. So it's a wonderful magazine, guys. You need to see what Deborah is doing. Um, let's see. Why is it not? Let's see. All right, maybe Deborah, we're just gonna postpone it for
Okay.
later on. I'm not sure why it's not coming up. Can you see it?
No, I can see it, and
Yes, I'm not sure why it's giving me. You can see it?
no, I can't see it.
Okay,
I'm not sure which
that's okay.
flyer
For now,
you're trying
let's
to.
postpone it. Then.
Which one are you
I'm
trying to
sorry.
show? I'm not sure the one you're trying to show.
So let's see if I do this one. All
Oh,
right, I
this
think we
one.
should be able
Okay.
to see it.
Yes, I can see it now.
You can see it now.
Yes.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So this is what Afro Swag magazine, because we keep on saying the name. So maybe some people they need to know really what is Afro Swag magazine. So this is your vision and your mission, and then this is your target market, basically. So this
Mm-hmm.
is your audience. What I like about it, honestly. So the vision of Deborah, in a nutshell, she would like to. She said here so our vision is to become the number one publication to broadcast African diaspora events and entrepreneurs in the US. Our business model is centered in publishing a periodic full service next generation. But what I like, she said the local and in flight. So the airlines, right, Deborah?
Yes.
So this is really what I like about your magazine. You are really shooting to the moon. And I love it because it's not a local magazine. Apparently, am I right? Am I correct?
It's nationwide, and
Yes.
then, yeah, the end goal is to be in flight, the flight
Mm-hmm.
from Africa to Europe, from Europe to the US. That
Mm-hmm.
way we can show the whole world what the African diaspora is about in the US.
That's really awesome. So my first question for you, because I promised the viewers that we will talk about basic business principles. So tonight she is the right person, really, guys. So today it's free. Today it's free. The charge is free. So you better jump on in and listen to what she has to say. She's a very knowledgeable entrepreneur. Um, Deborah, can you tell us what is a business plan?
Wow. A business plan is designed to give you clarity to begin with and
Mm-hmm.
to give your customers or your potential clients an idea
Mm-hmm.
about what you are in business for. So
Okay.
I always encourage everybody that is starting a business, even if you already have a business, make sure you have your business plan. For instance, when you go to lenders and you need some money, the first question will be, show me the money. Like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, you have a product, you have a service that you'll be
Mm-hmm.
offering to the people. First, they need to know your target customers. They
Mm-hmm.
need to know what your vision statement is, your mission. They need to know how you are going to be making money.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what the business plan is. The business plan has every single thing. Like when people ask you questions about your business, once they have the business plan, they have a clear understanding of the why, the who, the what, the how many, any
Mm,
questions that they have answers to it just by having your business plan. The name of your business, the background of your business idea, your product, your core product, your services, your marketing plan, your financial strategies, everything is in the business plan. That's
mm-hmm,
the document, that's like the oxygen of your business.
mm. Now, I heard so many things, Deborah, to be honest, about the business plans. One, I heard that it's not necessary. Some business coach will tell you that yes, it's good to have a business plans to lay out your own goals, for your business, your
Mm-hmm.
vision and all that. It's good, but really, you don't really need a business plan, to apply for a loan. They said, is it true?
I will say yes and no. Yes, because you don't really need a business plan to walk into a bank or to go to a lender and to
Mm-hmm,
get that money that you need. As
mm-hmm,
long as you can show some proof, um, as long as you can pitch your business to them and
mm-hmm,
show on paper some numbers, you're good to go. And most of the times, the lenders or the big banks, they have their own template of business plan. Once they
mm-hmm,
give it to you and you're able to fill it out, then that becomes your business plan.
mm-hmm,
But the problem is, if you don't have the business plan, I mean, if you listen to what I just said, that means you're creating a business plan, no matter how.
mm-hmm,
You know, you
mm-hmm,
go to the lender, they give you the form to fill out. That is going to ask about the name of your business when you
mm-hmm,
establish your business,
mm-hmm.
the
The
products, the
financial.
services,
Mm-hmm,
everything. So that's
mm-hmm,
your business plan.
mm-hmm,
What about if you go prepared? If you go in prepared, that way you can just give them your business plan and they know this person is serious.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So it's yes and no. Yes, because no matter what, they're going to ask you about all these questions. That's supposed to be in your business plan. The answer to all
Yeah,
those
that's true.
questions are supposed to be in your business plan.
Mm-hmm,
So they're going to ask you those questions anyways.
mm-hmm. Okay. Thank you, Deborah. And I think the next question that I have for you is so you and I we talked about it before, is how do you define your target market? So can you talk to us about market segmentation? Because I believe, there is a saying that said that if you target everybody, you are not targeting nobody, basically, right? Because your product, your services, your product is for a specific niche. It's not
Mhm.
for everybody. It's not everybody that wants jewelry. Some women
Mhm.
doesn't wear jewelry, for instance, right? It's not
Yes.
everybody that loves makeup. I'm just
Mhm.
giving some examples here. It's not
Right.
everybody that want to be an entrepreneur. So maybe they
Mhm.
will not come to you. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? Or
Yes.
the so give us some example. Tell us a little bit about market segmentation.
Yeah, so everything that you said is true. When you're in business for specific people. Let's go to the very basic, like the fundamentals.
Mm-hmm.
When you call yourself an entrepreneur or a business person,
Mm-hmm.
it's because you have a solution. You
Okay.
have a solution to a problem. So you are able to identify pain points in your community. And you
Mm-hmm.
believe that you have solutions that will help address those pain points.
Mm-hmm.
That means you did a market research in order to identify that, oh, there is a high demand. There are people in the community that have the same problem.
Mm-hmm.
And now this is my solution. So,
Mm-hmm.
like you just mentioned, you are in jewelry business and you
Mm-hmm.
were able to identify people in the community that
Mm-hmm.
love jewelry and
Mm-hmm.
like wearing jewelry. And you said, okay, I have this type of jewelry that I can offer you. So that's your target market right there.
Mm.
You have your target market and you have the product.
Mhm.
Now, when you start your business, you have assumptions, right?
Mhm.
Oh, okay, I have cool product, I have cool jewelry, and these people that love wearing jewelry, they're going to like it. Tell me, Desiree, when you started, did you have to re-strategize? Did you have to change some things about the type of jewelry that you first offered?
Yes.
So that's what I'm talking about. You get to know your customers
Yes.
as you continue to be in business
Yes.
until you find the right product that they need. So you cannot offer your product to just the whole world.
Mm-mm.
I don't personally really love jewelries, and you can testify. I know
I know.
sometime last year you came to me and you were like, okay, Deborah, you are on camera all the time and you have all your shows, but you don't really like wear jewelries, and I would like to sponsor you. I would like
Mhm.
to sponsor you, and as a matter of fact, I'm wearing some of your jewelry right here.
Oh,
Yeah, this was some
now I
sponsored
know
by
this.
the
Yes.
business, and this as well. I was like, okay,
Oh, thank
I'm going
you.
to interview with you, so I might
Oh,
as
that's nice. You look nice. I told
Thank
you. You
you.
look very
So
nice.
you came to me and you said, I'm going to start sponsoring you. That way you can look good, you can have some jewelry on. So for someone like me, at the beginning, I didn't really love jewelry, but you were very convincing, you know.
I like
Yeah,
that word.
that's what every business person ought to do.
Mm.
You find your target market and
Mhm.
you also continue to prospect. You
Mm.
know, I know jewelry look good on everybody, on people, it will look good on me, but it wasn't just my thing. Now
Mhm.
you came to me, you said, hey, Deborah, okay, this will look good on you. You remember at the beginning, I was like, that's not my thing. It's too
Mhm.
flashy. It's too
Mhm.
bling bling. I don't like it. You were able to convince me. And as you were providing me with different type of jewelries, I became jewelry lovers, you know.
Yes, it's
I'm
true.
not there yet, but I'm getting there.
Definitely.
So, like you said, yes, you get to know your customer, you get to prospect in order to know your customer and then redefine your services, your product. And that, I mean, it's not just one time thing, it's as you go in business, as you develop your business, you get to change things about your product and services, and you know exactly who your customers are, and even you get to diversify, you know, okay, this type of customers, they love this type of product, and this type of customers, they rather have these other services.
Mm. Thank you, Deborah. My next question is a bit tricky, but yes, that's welcome to Entrepreneurs Faith and Vision. I ask tricky question because I know you have the answer. So, do you think that entrepreneurs are made or born?
It's a real tricky question. You know,
Mm-hmm.
if you ask most entrepreneurs, they will tell you they've always known that they wanted to become entrepreneurs.
Mm-hmm.
Because guess what? The 9 to 5 doesn't work for everybody.
Exactly.
And when they have a job that they have to go to, it's like it's a pain. It's a pain, and they don't have that passion. You see them when they start talking about their business or these different ideas that they have. They're very passionate about it, and there's something called entrepreneur torture.
Mm.
Entrepreneur culture, when you are an entrepreneur and you know within yourself that this is what you rather be doing, you have ideas. You have ideas that come to you all the time. And until you jump on it and take that leap of faith to start a business or to start working on your ideas, you don't have sleep. It's like something is bothering you. It's like
Mm,
something is there. Okay, how am I going to do this? When am I going to do this? So, to answer your question, honestly, I believe um, most entrepreneurs are born entrepreneurs, even those that didn't know that um, they have to become entrepreneurs from the very young age. There is always something there, or something that they can identify themselves with. Entrepreneurs are problem solvers. So entrepreneurs are problem solvers. They are
exactly.
always trying to resolve a problem, to solve a problem, bring solutions to something, and they just don't know how to go about doing it or implementing it. So
Mm,
I don't really know how you can teach someone how to become entrepreneurs if they don't have that entrepreneur mindset. Everything starts with their mindset, you know. Then the will and the passion to help people, to bring solutions to people, to find alternatives and different ways of doing things. So I don't know. You can definitely take classes on entrepreneurship and how to better succeed as an
mhm,
entrepreneur,
I
but
agree.
you ought to have that fire within you.
I agree. It was a tricky question. It was a tricky question because but I believe that maybe it can be both because honestly, Deborah, when I started the business that I am in, I own like you said, I own I own a jewelry, a jewelry I'm in the business of jewelry basically. So before I started all this, it's true. When I came in the US like 20 plus years ago, I when I finished my studies and that, I had that passion. I wanted to start a translation service. And I have always seen my father doing, like, he is an entrepreneur by core. It is really is an entrepreneur. He loved that life. He loves to take risk. So I didn't know that I had that in me. But every time I will come up with ideas. I am a very creative person. But I think you have to discover your purpose. It's true.
Mhm.
It's about discovering your purpose. So I believe that maybe it's a God given gift. I believe that there are probably, like you said, I think I want to believe that 80% of them are born with, we're born with that gift. We're born with, that desire to solve problems, like you said.
Mhm.
I believe so too. Some of them are made. Some of them, they became an entrepreneur as a result of an issue in their families. I heard some families or even their own. I don't know, but I heard if, they were going to difficult times, or so they came up. When you heard about the story of Spandex, the lady, she got fired. So, she came up with that brilliant idea of making your stomach flat, basically. And she's worth billions of dollars.
Mhm.
So, when you went through you go into difficult times, sometimes you become very creative. And if you help out other people, well, this is basically the definition of an entrepreneur. Our job is truly one to solve problems.
Mhm.
This is really, that's why we are so passionate, because when we see other people, getting our products being blessed by our services, that's what really gets us going every day. But my next question for you here, we're just going to dive into the Bible here because it's a Christian show, and my guest is a Christian. When I met her, we talked about the Lord. She has some amazing testimonies, guys, but I don't want it's I don't want. We're not going to talk about that today. Maybe we're going to bring her back, and then we are going to talk about her wonderful testimonies. So the Bible says in Ecclesiastes 1 verse 9, what has been will be again, and what has been done will be done again. There is nothing new under the sun. So, my question, how can we be creative if there is nothing new under the sun? How can we stand out, from the competition? Everything has already been done based on the Bible. So how can we really make ourselves, known? Make our product known, our services known. There is nothing new under the sun. So help us here. Give us some tips, Deborah. How do you stand out from the crowd or from the competition?
You know, it's interesting that you asked that question, and you said we're not going to talk about the testimonies, or we're not going to, um, spend time on it. But I can't really answer your question without sharing a little bit of my testimony. It is
Mm,
true. It is true that there is nothing new on this earth. I mean, nothing is being created, because personally, this is how I work with God. This is how I collaborate with God. Like you said,
mm,
I'm a Christian and I believe in Jesus Christ, and
mm,
most of the time going back to business plan. So God gives me ideas.
mm-hmm,
When I
mm-hmm,
pray, I ask God, okay, give me ideas. I really want to help people. I really want to help my community. But what is the best thing that people need right now? How can I be relevant to people's problems right now?
mm-hmm,
And it's like God gives me visions, and the business plan, actually how to implement that vision, how to bring that vision to life. It's like a download
mm,
from the name, from the colors, from the target market,
mm-hmm,
financial plan, everything. God just downloads it, and I get it like in my dreams, or I wake up and then I just start writing. And that's
mm,
actually how I was thinking about my clients, like how can I help them be more visible? How can I help them have that exposure they need so that they can grow sales, they can grow their business?
mm-hmm,
And then I started having all these ideas, and I was like, okay, a magazine? No, 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 no. I'm not a publisher, and I don't even know how to start. I don't know how to do this.
mm,
Then I got up early in the morning, like 3 a.m. in the morning. I had my notepad with a pen, and then I started writing. I was writing. It's like God was giving me answers. I started downloading, and it's nothing that I created. I got it from God.
mm,
So I believe, yeah, God created all these things, but when you are on the right channel, when you are connected to God, then He gives you everything you need for your business.
mm.
I don't know if
So,
that answered your question.
yes, you answered the question, but I would like to know if you can tell us specifically, really,
Mm-hmm.
if nothing has been, so if we cannot create anything, for instance, I'm selling jewelry, they've been selling jewelry for many, many centuries.
Mm-hmm.
So, how do I stand out really from the competition? So, what are the tricks, the tips that you can give to a startup here to really, stand out from the competition? Because, for
Mm-hmm.
instance, when I talk about us, I have a small business, right? I sell jewelry.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you go to the mall, you go to JCPenney, for instance, they do sell jewelry. So, as a
Mm-hmm.
small business owner, how do I really stand out
Mm-hmm.
from the competition? If you can give us a couple of examples or tricks or tips that can help
Mm-hmm.
out.
I would
Okay.
say know your customers.
Okay.
Know your customers, know really what they want.
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned JCPenney right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know JCPenney is online as
Mm-hmm.
well,
Mm-hmm.
and I know they have like the stuff from the in the mall.
Exactly.
Right now with the pandemic, with the COVID-19,
Mm-hmm.
do you see people going to the mall? That's one thing. People will still go online to shop. That's the new normal right now.
Right.
But what you specifically, what you're doing, you're bringing your stuff to people by using social media.
Okay.
So you are there all the time, engaging with people, connecting with them, showing
Correct.
them the new product that you have. And you are, I mean, right now you're just wearing your product. It looks good on you, and you give us ideas on how to wear it,
Mm-hmm.
what to match it with. So that's
Mm-hmm.
the difference. That's
Mm-hmm.
what you're doing differently to gain more customers, to know your customer, to know how to meet their needs and give them that convenience, that convenience. So that's one way to grow your business.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, it starts with knowing your customer. When you know your customer, you know how to deliver your service to them, you know how to offer them your product.
Correct. Correct. Thank you, Deborah. The next question. Oh my gosh, time is going, and I
And
have so many questions. Yes.
if you don't
Go
mind,
ahead.
I would like to add this. So not just know your customers, but try all the time to improve your product. Work on your product quality, improve your product, and try all the time to improve your services.
Mm,
Yeah,
thank you.
that's how
So
you stay in
that's actually
competition.
my next question. So we are definitely connected. The spirit is one because the next question was about branding. So my question for you was, so how do you, um, how do you develop a strong and reliable brand strategy? How do you develop one as a startup, as an entrepreneur? We're not going to talk about a small, like an established business. We're talking about business fundamentals here. So let's start small, as we
Mhm.
said. So usually you start with a logo and all that, but tell us a little bit more about, branding your business.
I would say you need to know your product and service.
Mm-hmm.
You really need to know how to talk about it, how to present it to your customers.
Okay.
And you need to have a strong presence in the market that you're trying to have access to.
Mm-hmm.
So whether it's a local market or it's in the Midwest or global market, know
Mm-hmm.
your product and have that strong presence. Um, choose, I mean, your wording, your tagline, even the name of your business. It starts
Correct.
with the name of your business.
That's
When you
correct.
hear business sales consulting firm, you know it's about business. Like
Mm-hmm.
I said, it's about everything that your business needs to stay and remain competitive, to
Mm-hmm.
be sustainable. By hearing the name, you already have an idea about what the business is or what this person is offering. So
Mm-hmm.
instead, have a name that is meaningful, have a name that people will be able to relate to
Mm.
connect with you. And then when it comes to the logo of your business, you should be able to define your logo.
Mm-hmm.
It shouldn't just be a logo, an icon, or a sign that you have there, but you should be able to give an explanation to what your logo represents. That's branding, right?
Yes, that's definitely branding. When we talk about branding, we have so really Deborah is right. It all goes back to a business plan. It's really all goes back to knowing your mission, knowing your vision, knowing your customers. It all goes back. So, to all my viewers here, if you really want to start to being an entrepreneur, you will need to know all those business fundamentals to be successful. And that's what
Mm-hmm.
I'm very honored and very happy to have Deborah here. She is a business consultant. She's a business coach, and you see her information scrolling down. So if you have an idea, I read something on her Facebook, and unfortunately, I don't know where I put the quote, but it looks like it was something about if you have an idea, Business Sales is here to help you. So if
Yes.
you have an idea, guys, please contact them, because you know what? In the first, I believe the first 5 years, it will take you 5 years to really
Mm-hmm.
to grow your business. So it's like she said, it's a torture. You need somebody to help you. You need somebody to take your hand and work with you in that process. So please contact her. Deborah, my next question for you here. I would like to talk about what is going on in the society before we continue with talking about the business fundamentals here. Um, I was talking with a good friend, and I mentioned to her, um, why do we have to support the Black owned businesses? So, you yourself, you're a Black female business entrepreneur. And I saw on your Facebook that, um, y- you were listed on, I don't remember the name. Maybe you will talk about it in a minute here. But you were listed on the businesses, on the Black owned businesses that we should support, in our community. So I feel, and maybe many people in the African diaspora, we want to understand, what does it really mean to support a Black owned business?
Wow. What does it mean to support a Black-owned business? So, like, um,
Aren't
just like,
we, before you continue, aren't we, isn't it really, um, you know, isn't it really creating, like, are we not using a discriminatory word here when we say support your own? And isn't it really going against other races? Do you see what I'm saying? And then
yeah,
please, viewers, it is not to bring a polemic, it's just to bring awareness. So I'm really asking Deborah, because I know she's really involved into that, and I want us to give us her opinion. So,
like I said,
mhm,
going back to the creation of Afro Swag Media and Magazine, it
okay.
is true. When I started working with minority owned businesses, Black owned businesses, African diaspora business owners,
Mhm.
we don't have that visibility.
Okay.
And we needed that exposure. And that's how I created Afro Swag Media and Magazine to begin
Mhm.
with.
Mhm.
So that's the reality. And how do we start supporting each other, one another? Is by supporting Black owned businesses, minority owned businesses.
Mhm.
If we don't support one another, we are teaching other communities how to treat us,
Mhm.
because you lead by example.
Mhm.
If you go outside of your community to support other businesses and you just neglect your own people, how do you expect other people to come and support them?
Okay.
It's like you're selling your product. Let's not talk about selling your product. You are a candidate for a position,
Mhm.
right? You want people to vote for you.
Mhm.
Now you don't vote for yourself. How does
Okay.
that encourage other people to vote for you if you don't even have one vote? And that one vote that is supposed to be you voting for yourself. So it's the same thing. When we support our own people, the community in which we live, then other people are able to trust us. It's not like you have your business, your product, or your service out there and it's not reliable.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a good product. When you use your own people's product, when you use your own community's product or services, you show to people, you demonstrate to other community that, okay, this is a quality product.
Mm-hmm.
This is a product that I use myself. This is a service that I use myself, and I like it. I love it because it's good. It's the best on the market right now.
Mm-hmm.
And other people follow your path. Does that answer your question?
It does. It does. I was my job here is to bring around awareness in our community, and I know a lot of people are asking themselves, well, isn't it a form of discrimination to other races, because we go everywhere. We go to Asian market, we go to Spanish bakery.
Mm-hmm.
We go everywhere. So when the Black Lives Matters started, we,
Mm-hmm.
it looks like this idea of only supporting Black owned businesses came up. But the reason why I do agree with it is because I have made some research and I have understood that the gap between the white wealth and the black wealth is really big.
Mm-hmm.
So really we need to support those black owned businesses, guys.
Mm-hmm.
So that we will reduce that gap, you know. And it looks like the black female entrepreneurs are on fire. I read somewhere that the rate has increased up to 164%. So
Mm-hmm.
every woman right now is an entrepreneur.
Mm-hmm.
It's not only in the US, it's around the world.
Right.
Women are really fighting, to reduce that gap.
Mm-hmm.
This is amazing. This is amazing. Once again, guys, I love um, uh, that if you have an idea, make sure you get a business coach. Make sure you get someone that can lead you guys, because right now there is you can have the piece of the pie. You can really, that 9 to 5 is good, not right, Deborah. 9 to 5 is good, but right now the trend is all about entrepreneurship. So guys, get into that wagon. It's good.
I'm going to quote, I don't know if you've heard of Lisa Nichols.
Mm-hmm.
So she said, when you're building your business,
Mm-hmm.
you need to find a way to make sure that you have that light on, the electricity on, the
Mm-hmm.
gas on, the water on, utilities on, in order to build your business.
Mm-hmm.
And in my opinion, that's what the 9 to 5 is for.
Mm-hmm.
So actually, your employer is helping you build your business by making sure that um, the lights stay on. Guess what? It's difficult. It's difficult to build your business when you don't have electricity, right?
Definitely, right?
So the 9 to 5 is um, necessary for you to build your business. But like
It
you
is.
said, I mean, there is nothing more beautiful, nothing that you can be more proud of.
Being your own
That's my
boss.
opinion when you have
Yes.
your own business.
Yes, it's true.
So yeah,
So
I agree with you. I'm in agreement with you. The 9 to 5 is needed in
it's
order
needed.
to get to where you need to be at.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And it shows you how to be more disciplined as well.
Yes.
You have to get
Mm-hmm.
up in the morning. You have to go get that bread, to be able to
Mm-hmm.
feed your family and all that.
Right.
So it's not that bad in a sense, but it's good to be your own boss, decide your own schedule. I think it's good. So, but
But let's
um,
not forget that
mhm,
entrepreneurship is not for everyone.
definitely, it's true.
It's not for everyone. Some people don't have the passion for it, and
No.
they don't want to deal with all the
Mm-hmm,
it. There are a lot of challenges, a lot of
mm-hmm.
difficulties that people deal with, and it's not
It's
for
true.
everyone.
It's true.
Someone has to work for corporations. I mean, they're all needed. They're
Mhm.
all needed in the community. So if
Mhm.
you don't feel like this is something for you, hey, it's okay. Just find your purpose, like you said at the beginning.
Mhm.
Know your purpose, and
Your
then if
vision, your
you're
mission.
working
Mhm.
in your purpose, and if your purpose is to be in the corporate America or nonprofit world or whatever it is,
Mhm.
just find your purpose. And
Yes.
if that makes you happy, hey, that makes you happy.
Yes.
Entrepreneurship is not for everybody.
And it's hard, to be honest. It's
Mm-hmm.
hard. That's why we don't recommend to leave your 9 to 5 job right away. When you have an idea, that's what I don't know why. I feel in my spirit, I am pushing maybe somebody there to really, if you have an idea, tell someone. Tell someone. You know, before I didn't even know that you needed to have a business coach, Deborah, to be honest with you. And then
Mm-hmm.
you need coaches for everything in your life, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
You need a business coach to get you in shape. I mean, a business
Right.
coach, I'm sorry, a wellness coach. But yeah, in shaping your mind, you need a business coach.
And shape in your body,
Right. So you need a
you
wellness
know.
coach. Even I heard that even to speak, to be able to deliver those great speeches. You see those people, those politicians, those big names, they have coaches. Because you have to really, your image is really important. You know. But anyway, my last question for you, and then
Do you mind if I
right.
comment a little bit on that? What
Oh,
it
please go ahead.
is you need an accountability partner,
Partner.
someone to hold you accountable.
Mm,
And most of the times, business owners, entrepreneurs, and you know the right thing, you know what to
mm,
do, right?
mm-hmm.
But taking it from a different perspective, an outsider that is able to see from outside and tell you, hey, this is what other people are seeing, this is what I mean, the way you're looking, and they will be able to put you on the right path. They'll be able to guide you. They'll be able
Exactly.
to hold you accountable. If you say, okay, I'm going to be working out every day for 30 minutes in the
Mm,
morning, and that's what I'm actually doing right now. 30 minutes in the evening, 30 minutes in the morning. Sometimes you wake up, you don't feel like, oh God,
no.
I'm just going to um, continue with my sleep, get another 30 minutes of sleep. When you have a coach, they're going to make sure they remind you every time. Okay, when you know that you're going to report to someone,
Mm-hmm.
then you have to get up in the morning and do what you agree that you're going to be doing. So
Yes.
a business coach, even coaches have their own coaches.
Yes. It's true. It's
Mhm.
true. Deborah, my last question for you for the night. Unfortunately, it's this show is almost getting to the end, and I'm sad because I feel like we are having a great conversation here. But what are the habits? What are the good habits, of course, that you have developed throughout the years that you feel made you successful and and have shaped who you are today?
I will say, first, God ought to come first.
Mm,
As believers, yeah, we have to make sure God is the number one, is at the number one place in our lives, in everything that we do. I wouldn't be who I am if it
mm,
wasn't by faith, if it wasn't God. So I always put God first, and then family second.
mm,
Family is very important. If you have family, if you have relatives, it's very important to stay connected to them and make sure things are going well. And then
mm,
your business, when it comes to the business, be consistent. Be consistent and find time every single day to do something about your business that will help improve your business.
mm,
And I will say, I'm a learner. I love learning new things. So when there is something that I don't know, I go find it.
Mm-hmm.
I take classes, I enroll in trainings in order to learn how to do it.
Mm.
So don't be afraid to learn every day something new, read, research, and every day find something to improve on your business
Mm.
and remain consistent. If you tell your customers, I'm going to do this, make sure you do it.
Yes.
Yeah, even if nobody is looking, make sure you do it. And always ask for a feedback. Ask
Mm.
for that feedback. Always reach out to that customer. Hey, did you get the product? How do you like it? Is there anything that I could have done better?
Really, I think any last word, any words of encouragement to our entrepreneurs um, that just started, or the startup, any last word, anything that maybe we haven't touched, we haven't talked about that you would like to share, or anything about your own businesses that you would like to tell, about it to our viewers here. So go ahead.
I would like to thank you for having me on this show. It was an honor to be on the show and have to discuss with you and talk about some of the business fundamentals
Mm.
as well as my faith. So I would like to encourage any entrepreneur out there, anyone that is aspiring to become an entrepreneur, or you have ideas and you don't know how to implement them, or you still um, are doubting about how to start your business, reach out to me and I'll be able to help you. I'm always here. I love hearing about those great ideas and
Mm.
ways to implement them. I'll be there for you. I'll do the research and help you, help answer the questions. And when it comes to Afro Swag magazine, the summer edition will be out on August 1st. So stay tuned, connect to my social media pages. It's AF Swag Mag or Afro Swag Magazine, the Afro swagmagazine.com. You can find me on Instagram. Stay connected and make sure you get your own copy of the summer edition. I guarantee you'll love it. You'll love it. That's all I can say right now.
Keep one for me. I'll get it.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much, Deborah. I think the honor was all mine to have you tonight. And I think I would like to again bring you back because I had a long list of questions here that we didn't even talk about because the time is already gone. So, really, thank you so much for your time tonight. Thank you so much, viewers, for spending time with us, for listening to those valuable. Those valuable advice from my guest tonight. So thank you so much, Deborah. Guys, next time, my next, Deborah, we'll see you next time. But guys, my next guest here will be Valerie Bradford. She is the founder and the owner of Divine Inspiration. She's located here in Omaha and she will be with me next Sunday at 6:30. So please join us, share, and until next time, be strong. Be strong. If you're an entrepreneur out there, be strong. I will see you next Sunday. Good night.